So today, we are going to. Why am I creating a new one? I didn't want to do this. Get me the fuck out of here. I was feeling in a creative mood, so we're gonna make some shit. What do you think of that? Clicker Fox. Yeah, okay, so let's go try out my goofy hoverboard R&D. So, check it out. This is what we've got. Currently it's a small rectangle. So what I want to do, what I'm trying to do with this, just to let everyone in on this, is I didn't want to make something that was like good in a serious way. I wanted to make something along the lines of those viral levels on the old Little Big Planet, with like the what do you call it? The fucking, I can't speak, my dude. Like the sea monster levels and shit, right? Back on the old back on the old Little Big Planet games, where it's like a ridiculous physics-based. Hey, I landed on that. Hey, nice. I landed it. It's like a ridiculous physics-based platforming challenge of sorts, right? And I went to an old trick I used to use in Little Big Planet 2, and to a lesser extent 3, I guess. I never really got into creating all that much on 3 because the 16 levels really fucking blew my mind and I never knew what to do with them. Not to say I didn't try occasionally, but I just never really released anything. But an old trick I used to do in Little Big Planet 2, which is to effectively make a small little board follow the space beneath your feet. And as a result, you get like a hoverboard thing that's entirely physics-based, right? And you can steer it by moving forward and back on it, sort of, and around on it. But, so anyway, I wanted to do something like that. I originally discovered it by accident, and I discovered it again in this game by accident when I was trying to make donuts that push you off the map. I realize that's a ridiculous idea. Anyway, here's one of those donuts I was referring to. But I removed the thing from it, so we're just going to ignore that. So anyway, yeah, we've got panel here, right? So what I want to do now is I want to tweak this, because you can see it's already kind of a goofy, fun idea. But I want to make it actually, like, tolerable. Because as it stands right now, it's neat, I guess, right? You're on it, and you can kind of move around and stuff. But there's two main issues I see. And that is, first of all, that if you go off the side, it's real easy to fall off, like that, because of the shape of the thing. And I want to find a way to fix that without fundamentally changing the shape of the thing. But we will see how well that works. So, yeah, okay, stop. And the other primary issue I see with it is that it can do shit like this, where it'll, like, launch you off the fucking stage like this, which is ironic because when this was a donut, that was kind of my intention, was to launch you off the stage. But now I intend you to be able to safely stand on it and sort of walk around on it. But see, it does shit like that. So I need to find a way to fix those two things. And they don't need to be 100% fixed. Like, it doesn't need to be absolutely prevented from happening. Because the physics bullshit is what I'm going for. What I do need is a way to control the board to some extent so that you don't just get pushed off when you're just standing around not doing much. You have to actually, like, fuck something up to get pushed off, right? So here's my thought process, right? Two things. I think, first of all, I'm going to need to connect your character to the board. That is just a fact. I need to connect your character to the board. Not physically, but, like, through these connectors. So what I'm thinking is, we put a controller. Actually, can I make things remote controlled without a transmitter in this game? That's what I need to know. So let's find that out first. So here we have a microchip. We're gonna take a look at this. Oops, I did not mean to move that so much. I want it to be right in the center, probably. Okay, so here we have a microchip, right? We want this thing. So what I want to know first, all this thing has is a follower right now. So what I want to know first is, can we do a remote-controlled receiver without a transmitter? That's number one on my list of things to do. So I'm sort of learning this system as I go, which is how I learned Little Big Planet. So it would be probably in gameplay gear, right? We have checkpoints, prize bubbles, doorways, auto guide. No, I don't know what the fuck that is, but no. Global settings, score modifier. So. Text controller movement in real time, just like the imp. Assign it to a controller, find out where it's pointing and whether it's grabbed something, and so on. Okay? So, I don't think this actually is... I can't figure out where the thing is that I want. Controller sensor is what I want. Cool, so it would be in sensors. That's why I'm wrong. Sensor is an input. Okay, here we go. So we want a controller sensor, right? Okay. And what we want... Oops, wrong button. What we want here is... I want to see if it's possible to control something without directly possessing it. Because if you go into play mode, you can possess things, right? And right now I'm possessing the board. But I don't want to possess the board. I want to possess the character and be able to control elements of the board. And I know I can do that by connecting the character to the board. But I'm trying to make the character and board independent if possible, so that I can more easily like have you select a character, or if I don't want to do selecting a character, just have you just be able to switch them out myself whenever I want. So that right now it just follows the player character, so it can follow any controlled puppet, which is what I want. So all of these are about whether or not you are plugged in. So what's this down here? Circle button makes you not... Yeah, removes you from it. Duh. The thing is... Okay, possession mode. Possessible. None. Follow imp. Remote controllable is probably what I want. Right? And that being said, I don't need this connection. So... Alright. So, yeah. Let's... In order to test this out really quickly... we'll maybe look at this later. We'll look more into this later, I should say. What is this thing? Miscellaneous I.O. What's in there? Is dead. Respawn. Okay. Fair enough. That's probably for the best. It'll respawn the board as well as the player when you die. Good to know. Okay, so that way the board won't fly to you and launch you off the ledge. That solves one of my minor problems right off the bat. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. Just to test this out, just to see if it works, we're going to put on something that I want to do, which is to say, oops, that's not how you navigate menus in this game. We want to move her, right? Let's say probably an advanced rotator is what I'm going to want, most likely, right? Okay, let's take a look at this. So I haven't worked with any of this stuff anymore, but it is, from what I can tell, fairly similar to Little Big Planet. So hopefully my knowledge of that will give me a head start on this. So here we go. What is this? Affected objects. Okay, whatever. All right. So what we want? Let's say we'll use the. No, wait, that won't work. Okay. All right. Okay, for now, let's try the L1 and R1 buttons. Or, let's go with L2 and R2, right? And this will be... hang on, I'm going to need another piece of logic, aren't I? I need a connector thing. Oops. Again, I got to figure out how to move this. We want the ability to sort of opposites, right? Timer, calculator, microchip, node. Probably a combiner is what we're going to want, I'm guessing, based on my limited knowledge of this game and its relationship to Little Big Planet. So for this, right, we have a positive and a negative input, right? So we're going to want to put in L2 into the negative, right? And R2 into the positive, right? And then we're going to put the output of this into, I don't know which one of these rotations it is. Probably the y-axis, maybe? Or is the z-axis roll? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out two things. We'll find out if the controller works, and we'll also simultaneously find out if the... Oh, geez. I put a rotator on it, so now it's not locked upright all times, which is going to cause it to do some crazy bullshit again. Let's see if I can get it to stay stable for 5 seconds. Okay, okay. Alright, just give it a second. Alright, I'm not learning any information through this. Okay, so, we need to find a way to keep it upright. Alright, I've got an idea. So let's get rid of these things first. Probably you'll still need that. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm supposed to do. Let me... Yeah, here we go. Okay. So I'm going to need an AND gate then. Which is right over here. Right. Sorry. That's wrong. I actually need an OR gate. My bad. Right. Okay, so... now we want to put these into here because... if you push either of these two buttons, right, then I want the output to be turning this on, effectively. Power, right? Because if... Alright, we're going to try that. So let's test this out. So yeah, so right now, it's completely stable, right? I'm going to possess this, right? Now I can sort of pitch and roll it. Oh, well, Jesus. Okay. It's physics bullshit. But you know what? That's what we want. Okay. Okay, so right now it doesn't remain stable. So here's what I want, right? I want... what do I want? I want to make... I want to make it stabilize whenever you aren't pressing the buttons. And I want to make it tilt when you are. So, here's what we're going to do. We are going to go into... We're going to need a NOT gate for this. So we're going to put one down. And we're also going to need... is there like a stabilizer thing? There was in... This is movement, right? Yeah. There was a stabilizer in Little Big Planet. So let's see if there's one of those in here. Gyroscope. That's what we want. So what we're going to do is... we don't want the speed to be maximum, probably. We want the strength to be maximum, right? We don't need the speed to be maximum because that will just like instantaneously flip it over, and that would not be fun. So let's make it maybe like 30. I don't know how fast that's going to be by this thing's standard. 30 degrees per second. It'll take a couple seconds to flip correctly. So, and what we want is we want to feed Excuse me, sorry. We want the OR gate to go into here, into the NOT gate, and we want the NOT output to go into the power of the, power of the gyroscope. Yes. Now if we play this, let's see what it does. So, this thing works as intentional, right? We're gonna tilt it a little bit, right? It starts to spin, and then let's see what it does. Okay, its realigning is very slow, so that might not be what I want. Also, I think I might need local space or something on the rotator. Yes. Because I want the axis it rotates on to be relevant to the board, not to the global space, right? So let's give it a second. Let it stop spinning and being a bitch, right? So we want to move around a little bit, right? And we're going to tilt. And okay, the tilting works, but it's not tilting on an axis like I want it to, which is confusing me a bit. Okay, so let's see. It's tilting at a diagonal, which I find a little annoying. Oops. Okay. So it should very slowly right itself, right? It's doing that. I think I need to speed that up a little bit. The fact that it tilts at an angle kind of annoys me. I wanted it to, like, roll, like pitch and roll, but I wanted it to roll perfectly. Obviously, I'm going to need to increase the speed. That's a moot point. So if we tilt it, and then, oh, see, yeah, okay, so that's very finicky. That is the side effect, however, of working with physics-based games, ridiculous physics-based games, so. All right. Okay, so it looks like the gyroscope actually has, if I close everything else real quick, the gyroscope actually has, or the advanced rotator. The gyroscope is fine. The advanced rotator is the one that I want. Right, so it has an angle thing. Oh, it's because of the angle of the microchip. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on the guides and give us grid snap usually activates. Oops. It's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect anyway. Okay. This thing, we want to rotate it because we want it to be perfectly aligned on an axis, right? And then on top of that, we also need to pick up the microchip itself and make sure it is rotated perfectly on an axis. How do I do that? Hang on. Oh, right, I have to hold the rotate button. Duh. Okay, that's rotating at 90 degrees, but I don't want to rotate it 90 degrees from its current position. I want it to be rotated 90 degrees perfectly. How do I do that? I guess I could now remove the grid snap and just rotate it myself, probably. Okay. That's pretty perfect, right? That's pretty perfectly centered. So now, which rotation axis do we want it to move on? We want it to be moving on the y-axis, right? So the thing that's currently going into the z-axis, we want to put it into the y-axis. So now, let's test that. And it's on local space, so now I think part of the issue, though, is that the weight of my figure, my player character on it, is affecting the rotation. So I need a way to stop it from doing that. So maybe I just want the rotation strength to be perfect. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try increasing the strength to be 100%. Right? That way it... Oops, that's 10%. 100%. That way it won't go... it can only go to 50, huh? Weird. Okay. I don't know how to deal with that. Well, I did say I was going to make a really stupid level, and then I ended up actually trying to make a serious level. So fuck it, we're going back to being a stupid level. Okay, we're just gonna allow the gravity of the situation to take the fucking thing and just do whatever it wants with it, right? First of all, I need to respawn. Whoop, 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 whoop. Push me into the fucking ground. Okay, give it a second, give it a second. It'll fix itself eventually. It's just gonna take a bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, push me around. Okay, there we go. So, this just spins too much. Right? Right? We want to sort of jump roping it. I'm gonna fix the issue of it pushing me around in the future as well. But we have to, get there. I'm working on the other thing first. I should probably fix the issue of it pushing me around, as that's way more disruptive to my ability to test it. Okay, let's fix that. So I know how to fix that. Or at least I have an idea of how to fix that. How do I move faster? It's fucking annoying that it goes so slow. So here's what we know, right? I think the rotation is mostly pretty okay. I want the gyroscope to correct it quicker, though. So I turned this speed down. So let's enter a value here. Let's make it, it's 30 right now, right? Let's make it like 90, right? 90 degrees per second. It takes about 1 second to completely correct itself from 90 degrees off. Let's try that. So this tilts things. Fuck. You know what? There's actually something I can do to make this work a little better. Rather than controlling my character, let's just control the thing for now and see what happens. Okay. We're not pressing anything. It writes itself. See? That's what I want. It writes itself. It does kind of have that little hovery look to it, too. That's kind of neat. So this is supposed to tilt it. But it tilts it in such a uncontrolled way. That's the issue I'm trying to resolve. So why is it not going to a perfect rotation, right? Why is it not doing that? Why is it like fucking all over the place? Right? It's like up and at an angle. That's not what I want. What I want is sort of, I want it to roll, but what it's doing instead is pitch, I think. Or is it yaw? I don't know. So, why is that happening? I can't figure that out. Let's reset first. Okay. So yeah, we can very clearly see the y-axis is supposed to be this rotation, which is what I'm going for. But why does it keep turning on other axes? Wait, I think I have a theory, and I might be stupid. No, it's straight up not plugged into the other axes. Wait, are these things making it turn? Are these things making it go at 180? That might be the issue. It might be taking the input of this for how much, but then doing these for just 180 every time. That actually might be the problem. Let's figure that out. Okay. Aha! See, that's what I want. I want it to tilt a little bit, right? Right? Okay. Now let's take control of the player character and have it kill me instantly. We do need to fix that still. But we will eventually do that. We will eventually fix that issue. It's just, I know it's going to take some time. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's right there. Now, we can pitch and roll while we're on it. Nope, that doesn't help because it just makes me fall off. Okay. All right, so what I'm trying to do effectively is make this thing turn. I'm trying to make, and I was going for the roll because of the effect of, like, you're on a board and you turn by tilting, right? So that's what I was going for. Let's see if maybe, hang on, I've got an idea. Which axis is the one, hang on, we got to see the board to figure this out. No, get that off there. It's not where I want it. No, fuck off. Okay. Which axis is the one that we're... Okay, it's the Z-axis. So maybe us pressing the button controls the Z-axis, right? This thing, we don't want it to turn 180, that's ridiculous. Maybe let's get it to be a little bit of a tilt, right? Let's maybe make it like 10 degrees, right? So that it just tilts a little bit whenever we press the button. Oh, but it won't go positive or negative. Huh. Okay, let's try this. Let's try making it both of these. Right? That one a lot slower. And the... How do I clone? Fuck. What did I just do? I entered fucking sculpt mode. There we go, okay. And this one will be like 30 degrees, right? No, let's make this one 90 degrees, because that's probably a pretty good thing. We'll also, can we max dampening? Maybe we don't want to max dampening. Alright, let's check this out. So, now, when you press the button, it tilts a little bit and turns, right? I could probably make it tilt a little bit more than that, to be honest. Right? And that's how you're going to turn the board, right? So you're moving forward, you're going to turn the... Oh, I got to invert the directions of it, though, because it's turning the opposite direction. But that's okay. We can... I had a feeling that might happen. We can fix that later. Okay, so you want to turn left. For this, it's going to be pressing right. And you're moving forward. You're schmoving. And there you go. Now you've got that. Okay. Right. I think what I should do... maybe not. How can I... Is there a way I can precisely move things? Move. Shit, whatever I just did, undo it. We want to move the chip up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now hopefully it won't push us up non-stop. Right? I want to know, is it still connected to the board though? Let's find out. Okay, so a couple tweaks I can do. This thing should be greater, right? The effect of this should be greater. Yes, that's correct. Let's make it maybe 25. The effect of this is probably pretty good, but I do need to invert which direction it tilts. Right, because the controls are currently inverted, and I don't like that. So let's go down here. Sorry for taking forever to move down here. Why is the board up there? Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. Okay, so when I separated this from the board, it caused an issue, and we're now going to have to resolve. What I want is... I want it to move with the board. Let me... Actually, wait, hang on, it's not up here. It's, so while I'm holding this. Realign. Surface snap. Right. I want it to surface snap, but I want it to be above the surface. You know what I'm saying? How do I do that? Oh, wait, I know how to do that. Right, I think that... Did that do it? Are these now a group? I don't think so. I think I did it wrong. How do I group things together? It's when you're holding something, L1, X to add to group. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to pull it up a little bit. Also realign it. Right? Oops, let's just move it in as well. So now it's in the group, so it'll move with it. It's slightly above the board, so hopefully it won't push me up all the time. Nope, it's still pushing me up. Odd. Okay. I mean, I guess that's fine. So, how do I do this? Well, that killed me, because I'm an idiot. Give me a second. Nope, 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 nope. Jesus. Okay. So. Alright, we're on the board. We'll move forward. When we tilt, we'll go that way. Or this way. Right? Right, that's basically what we want. Except, why is it not moving with the board? That's really pissing me off. It should be moving with the board. And it doesn't seem to be affecting anything anyway, right? The board still follows her correctly. So I guess it doesn't matter. Why is it tilting forward and back? That's got to be something with the positioning of the... with the positioning of the thing. Okay. You know what? Let's just... fuck whatever I was trying to do. Let's just... How do I make that visible again? What the fuck? How do I do that? Why is that, like, not there? How do I undo that? Oh, no. I don't know how to do that. How do I make things... so I made this see-through, which means I can't grab it. Or maybe it's because I need to navigate... Yeah, I just need to navigate into this. Okay. Fuck whatever I was trying to do. Let's grab this. Surface snap. Right? Let's just... We have surface snap on. Right. Let's just fucking put it on there. Okay, whatever. Welcome to R&D. So it pushes me up a little bit, but that's okay, I guess. It is a hoverboard, so it makes sense it would go up. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Right? You see what I'm thinking? No? Okay. So, also, let's pull this away so we can actually see the connections better. And also, you guys shut up. Okay. So. Right. This one, we currently have, it's right for the tilt, it's wrong for the, like everything else. The actual turn is what I'm trying to say. So now, we want this is the tilt, which is correct as it is. This is the one we want to change. So this is an inverted version of the other one. So now let's slap that into there. Right? That created a wire. No, get rid of these wires. We want only one going into there. Yes. Okay. Let's try that now. We're now the character. Move around. This will... Oh, okay. I guess the way you would tilt in order to turn differs based on which direction you're facing. Right? So if I'm facing this way, then this looks wrong. If I'm facing this way, it looks right, but control's wrong. Shit. Okay. I think I confused myself along the way here. Let's remove this and just have this go into both again. And if we have to invert it, we will. There we go. Knew that was coming. Give it a second. Okay. See, that looks wrong and controls wrong, but if I face this way, it still controls wrong. What? I'm confused. I am confused. There's some level of logic here I'm missing. Get on the board, you idiot. Okay. This one turns left when I press the right button, which is what I'm trying to avoid, right? So now... Okay, so I think... I don't know what the fuck is going on. Let's first of all reset these guys to position, because it was pissing me off that they weren't. Alright, I think the controls are inverted. That's all that we really should care about right now. So let's just fix that. It means this is supposed to go... What did I just do? This right here... No. This right here goes into the negative. And the negative one... is supposed to go into the positive. That turns right, this turns left. That's what we want. Okay. It auto-balances once I release the buttons. That's what we want, effectively. So that works pretty okay. Okay. Now, what I want is for the follower to only be active at certain times. Now, how do we determine that, right? If we do it by a button press, let's try that. let's see what happens if we do it by button press. Okay. So now, in here, let's say we make it the R1 button, right? Let's say we make it R1. Whenever R1 is held, we'll activate the follower. Now let's see what that does. So effectively, right now it's a stationary object, right? It doesn't do anything. We can jump and pull the board. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Okay. There's something I need to change with the follower too. I think. The logic of the follower is a little fucked. Let's put this on the left side. Also, what is this? Get out of here. Okay. So here, okay. It's really fast. I think that might be part of the issue. I think there needs to be more dampening. Let's see what happens if I put it up to 100. Yeah, so that will make it so that... Right, so, yeah. There you go. So, if I'm walking over here, right, I can call the board to me. That's kind of slow. But what that does is it makes it so that it doesn't just fling around everywhere. I think I need to make it faster, though. Faster, but with high dampening. So let's try increasing this to 100 and see what happens. That was 10. That's not what I want to do. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now it's really slow. If I go far away from it, does it fling at me? No. Okay. So we're gonna keep tweaking this. Let's make it 300. Fuck it. Right? So maybe I put the dampening too high. Maybe I should put this at like 80, right? Yeah, so that makes it so that it comes to you pretty quickly, but it doesn't like fling you over the edge, right? And it kind of like levitates whichever direction it was last going when you release, which is what I was going for. Now if I move forward, it's kind of slow. So what I should do is, instead of using the physics thing to push things forward like this, what I should do is have an actual control for it, for moving forward and backward. Right? So how can I do that? That's the question. Oof, push me into the ground. So, yeah, so where'd my board go? I don't know. Jump and dink. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. So, oh, my board's over there. I can't jump to it. Oh, well. All right, yeah. So, there's still some weird buggy shit. Yeah, okay. So, what I want is to basically be able to summon it like this. There you go, right? That's what we're going to use. It's over there. We're going to summon it to me. I jumped too soon, but you get the point. So, it's hovering over there. Summon it to me. And boom. Yes, that's what I was going for. So, now we've got that. I think the board has become a little less physics-based as a result of me doing this. Which, admittedly, kind of not what I wanted. Let's maybe add a little bit of the chaos back in by decreasing the dampening again and see how that affects it. Okay, that can still launch you like bullshit. Good to know. Okay, now it's too low. Now it's too low again. So let's tweak it to 75. Right? Where is it? Where is it? I want to see it coming. Where is it? There it is. Zoop. Okay, that was mostly because I messed up the jump. So let's see. Is it only because I messed up the jump? If I let it... Oh, that's cool. That was cool. So here's what I'm thinking, right? If I have it beneath me, right, and I jump, I want it to sort of come to me, which I think requires that it max distance, strength in X, strength in Y. Yeah, all those are fine. Follower direction dampening. Damps movement in the direction the affected object is moving. Not sure what that means. Target position. Found target. Huh. Okay. So, what I'm trying to figure out now is why does it slow down right when it gets to me? Because I kind of don't like that. What I want is it to move a consistent speed. It's fine, it'll kill me. I want it to move a consistent speed so that it doesn't zoop to me and push me around. I like how it does that right there. That's cool. But I also want it to be able to, if I jump and then pull it to me, I want it to be able to get to me before I land. And it's not able to do that currently. Right? And that's because once it gets close to me, it slows down. So, how do I deal with that? Okay, I'll figure that out once I have it moving under its own power. Because at that point I'll be able to jump on it while it's moving, and that'll give me a closer effect to what I actually expect to happen, right? So now what I need is a mover. Right. Do I want a mover or an advanced mover? That's what I'm wondering. Let's see. Can I put in... I can probably put in a combiner to sort of make it go opposite directions. So we already know that dampening-wise... why is this being such a bitch? Why can't I select these things? Oh, it's because I still have a thing in my hand. Okay. Dampening-wise, we already know 75 is a good value. So let's start with that, right? And we want it to be pretty fast, so let's maybe go 25 for this. And we want this to only move when I press a certain button. So let's say that button is... We already used R1. I guess we could use L1 to make it move. And, let's see if that works. I need to turn local space on. I'm good.
Okay.
I need to turn local space on for this because it's moving at an angle. So, local space. Let's reset. Local space is good. Let's check if it's moving in the right. Let's see which way this mover is moving. How do I know which direction it's intending to move? Doesn't say. I guess we'll find out when we get there, right? It's sideways, so that's not what we want. Let's maybe, like, rotate it? There's probably some more... Ah, here it is. No, that's dampening. Hang on. Direction of movement. How do I do that? How do I select that? Do I pull this and then connect it to one of these? What am I doing? No, that's not it. I guess I could just take the mover and fucking turn it. I guess I could just, like, rotate the mover in general. Nope, you can't rotate it on the circuit board in this one. Okay. How do I do that then? How do I control the direction of movement? Direction of movement. How do I control the direction of movement? I don't get it. What is this trying to plug into when I select here? It's in miscellaneous. Let's open it up and see. What is it trying to plug into? Respawn. Why? Why would you respawn as a result of that? What a weird fucking thing to do. How do I get it to... How do I select the direction of movement? That's something I don't know. That's something I legitimately don't know. Well, let's close this, because we don't want to be fucking with that right now. Let's also close all the stuff to do with this character. We've got the X, Y, and Z axis. Okay, I think this is what we're going for. Right? We want to go that direction, right? That's the direction we want to go. Look at it from below. That. Look at it from above. That. Let's try it. Let's try it. Alright, cool. That's basically what we want to do, right? Yeah, okay. So now, summon the board. Yeet. And then we're going to move forward, and I want to know if I jump on this, do I stay on it? And the answer is yes. However, I'm not moving very fast yet, and that's not exciting. So, let's increase that speed, shall we? 25 was really slow, so let's go flat up to 100 and see if that helps. Okay. We want the board to come to me. I want to be back on the platform. Okay. So now what I want to know is... Whoa, okay. That was pretty fast. It slid out right from underneath me. Alright. I actually kind of like that speed. Spood. But it slides out from underneath me, so it's too much. Unless, is there a way I can increase friction? That would be on this surface, I believe. Friction. That's about saturation and whatnot. Effects, physical properties. Friction. let's increase this like a lot. Put it at 100, right? Let's see how that affects things. Playing as this character now, moving across it. This thing slides about a bit. Okay. We're gonna move forward. Nope. Zoop. It just fucks off into another direction. Also, with it moving that way, the controls are not inverted. Okay, so that's a start, but we need to figure out why we are sliding off of it. Let's try now, instead of altering this thing's characteristics, let's try and alter her characteristics and see if we can get her to have more friction. Physical properties. Friction. Density, width, height, vertical position, collidable, movable. There's no friction option there. Maybe it's in the basic. Huh. I don't know on this one. Okay, so I guess that's just too fast. We just can't do that. Unless... I just had an idea. This might be a bad idea, but we'll see. Let's try some things. I've got an idea. This will probably be the last thing I do before I sign off for the day. But I'm interested to see something. What if, right, we have it... We have the thing following her. What if we have it so that sometimes she follows it? Right? Right? We need a tag.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the research and development stream. Right now we're just fucking around and trying to learn some things about this game. How do we change the name of this? Scene space. Trying to learn how to get this thing to work. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's call it board because that's what it is. It's a board. So I'm trying to make a hoverboarding level that's heavily physics-based, and therefore is like a little bit goofy. But first I'm trying to figure out the logic of how to get the player to, while still being goofy, be kind of, you know, tolerable. So here's what I want. I want this to follow the tag called board. Right? And I want it to do so at a high speed. Something like 100, with a maximum strength. Wait a second. When I was messing with the board, did I have maximum strength? Let's try something. I want to try something. Hang on. I'm going to try something. Whoa, Jesus. That was absurd. I think I spawned myself in the thing, so let's just reset. No, okay, that glitches out. I don't know why that happened. Okay, maybe not maximum strength then. Maybe a little less than maximum strength then. How How did I mess with that earlier? I managed to grab these things. How did I do that? Well, I can do it. I can do it this way anyway. Okay, maybe not that. Right? Why is this suddenly being glitchy? Oh, you know what? It's because I'm an idiot. It's because I created this. This needs to only be active. Sorry, I need to finish what I was doing here before it even makes sense to do anything. So right here, this needs to only be active. I missed that. This needs to be only active when I'm holding that button. So, now we have it working. Okay. So, when we call the board to us, zoop, there we go. That's what I was going for. Yeah, see, there we go. And then if I want to move, okay, that's an issue. I go into the thing. Okay, the thing about that, though, is that's less of an issue if I've already fixed this. So, let's go back to... Let's remove some of these. I fixed the board issue, so I think I don't actually need to have the board control manually anymore. Like this, anyway. I think I can actually delete that as well as the following chip in her, which is right here. Okay, so let's try something, right? So now, once I respawn, I can call the board to me. Oops, I gotta be controlling her. Okay. I can call the board to me, and Jesus Christ.
I really like your content.
Hey, thanks. I don't usually do weird dreams shit, but I don't know. I've just been in the mood for it recently. Okay, so basically, here's what I have so far, right? If I want to, so I'm over here. The board's over there. I can't get to the board. It's too high. So zoop, I call it. I need to increase the dampening though. That was some ridiculous bullshit. But you see the point, right? I can call it to me. I'm just trying to tweak it to get the exact right settings to make that work. And I think that is... I'm getting close. I think I'm getting close to that. Let's try and make the strength 100 back. Let's try and make the strength 100 again, because the issue before wasn't the strength, it was the fact that I had 2 followers and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So here we go. Now I'm going to call. Okay! A little too much physics bullshit for me. You know what? It's because in addition to the strength, I also still have the speed at 300, which is quite ridiculous. So let's put this down back to 100. Let's also reset the level and then play. Okay, so I have the board. It can turn under its own power. You can see that. It sort of auto-stabilizes over time. That's what I want. Now, moment of truth, let's try this. Okay, that's not too bad. I might be a little too strong. I might want to put some of the dampening back. Oh, Jesus. I might want to put some of the dampening back, but... Okay. I definitely want to put some of the dampening back. Okay. Let's put this back to like 70. Oh, I got a controller first, right. Whoa. Okay. The speed might be too high as well. Still. Even after all that. Let's try putting it back to like a reasonable like 25 or something and see if that does differently now that I have the strength turned up. Right? That's what I want to know. Where is it? Where's the board? It might have just flung itself way off the map. Hang on. Okay. Right? So I'm over here. Board's over there. Zoop. Okay. Okay. Might be still not too fast, but like I might want to actually... Oh, okay. I might want to actually increase the dampening now. Right? I might want to actually increase the dampening back to back to like 80 where it was, and let's try that. Okay. Fuck it, I'm dead. Okay. That's fine. This is gonna happen. Okay. So now we've got the board, right? I'm over here. I want the board to come to me. Zoop. Okay, it pushed me off. See, the trick is I could make this thing function perfectly, but I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be a little bit of nonsense, but not this level of nonsense. Pushing me off the stage completely is too much nonsense for me. When it comes up from directly below me, it actually works perfectly fine. Okay, okay, hang on. Maybe the strength is too high again. Let's go down to 80. Right? We still want it to have a high strength. Maybe not that high of strength. Okay, okay. Cool, so, here we are. We can see the board, let's see what it does. It comes pretty quick. Right? And then zips right to me. Right, and that's what we want. So, there we go. Let's try this. Oh, shit. Shit. Right, that's what we're going for, effectively. But I need it to be a little bit more reliable, maybe. I don't know, it's pretty reliable. That works pretty well. Okay, so now here's the other thing I want to know, right? If I'm on it and I'm jumping around, can I... Oops, hang on. Okay, if I'm on it, let's say I'm on it and I'm schmoovin'. I'm schmoovin' in some direction, and I jump. Will it safely stay below me? And the answer is yes, but maybe a little too much because it zoops up to my feet. So maybe if I'm moving, I want to release it and then jump and then do it again, right? So I'm drifting. Oh, okay. I'm drifting in this direction. I want to release, jump, and then put it back. Maybe I want to jump around and then zip to it. Right. So, yeah, what I'm trying to do is make a level that is like, as long as you don't fully understand what's going on, it's goofy and stupid. But once you figure it out, it like plays well, right? That's what I'm going for. So that being said, so far this is what I mean. I think this is the first time I've seen a taste of exactly that level of stupid that I'm looking for, right? Where like you can easily get like pushed around by this and like get confused as to what the hell's going on. You can get shoved into the floor or something. But once you figure out like you want to stand to one side and move, you can move pretty quickly. You can move on this board. You can jump on it. You can sort of.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. But here's the question for you. Is soup a drink? Ow, fuck, I got fucking grounded by my board again. Okay, here we go. So, we're gonna zoop in one direction, right? And then jump.
Yes.
You think yes. Would you drink soup? Like just purely drink it, no chewing. Drink soup. Any kind. Tomato, maybe, sure. Would you drink cream chowder? Is that a cream of chowder soup? Is that a drink?
Yes.
Okay. What constitutes a sauce then? What separates sauce from soup? Also, is cereal soup? Oops. Oopsie soupsie. Okay, let's get this shit back to me. Okay. I'm gonna...
Yes.
Cereal is soup. That's fair. And milk is the broth. Milk is just breakfast broth when you think about it. So, okay, so here, let me think. How would you actually want to play this game? Oh shit. Not like that. over that. You don't want to get fucking grounded in the head by your board. Okay. So you're moving, right? And you're turning. And you're kind of moving about. You might want to jump a little bit. You can't really jump during a turn. I guess you could jump during a turn. Oh, never mind. But if you get the thing is, if you get below the board, you're just fucked. I wanna. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to jump during a turn. That's just a bad idea. My only issue is I hate that if I make the board move, then I fall off of it. That's
Local
not
to Mia.
I missed that one. Hang on. I can read comments if I have to. I just prefer not to have to read them. Hang on. Local to me. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Okay, so here we go. I hate that I can't make the board move quickly without throwing off the player. Because that's what I really want, is to have like a I want to be able to do like a hoverboard race, and it's like a high speed, high energy feeling thing. But if I have the board move under its own power, it throws the player off. And if I have it move to the player and then have the player move across it like I'm doing right now, I can only reach certain speeds before I fall off, right? Unless the alternative is the alternative to that being that if I increase the speed of the board and decrease dampening, it will move a lot quicker when I'm standing on it, but it also zoops to me in a more dangerous manner, which has a higher tendency to kill me, which is what I'm trying to avoid. So, is there a clever way to fix that? I know I could just program the board's movements exactly and like bolt the player down to it, but that is the exact thing I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to make this a little bit ridiculous and a little bit physics, and you gotta kind of, in order to play it, you not only have to understand the controls of how you're supposed to play it, but also you have to be able to manage the ridiculous physics a little bit. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. So I'm trying to avoid it being too clean, too perfect of a level. So I don't know. I don't know if there is a clever way to do that. There has to be, right? There has to be a way to do it. Excuse me.
How work?
How work? How is work, or how does this work? Because my work is dull, but because I'm getting paid to do nothing right now, which is why I'm streaming. Don't tell my boss I said that. But that being said, how does this work? You know what? I can show you my process I've been doing over the last 2 sessions of this. I've been doing a lot of tweaking, so I don't have it's not as complicated as it looks. It's not like I've just been slapping things on here nonstop and increasing the complexity of it. So it's actually pretty simple to explain. It's just I'm spending most of my time tweaking. So let's see. This right here is one of the default player characters of the game. So the answer to how this works is I don't know. That's not entirely true. We have a controller sensor here, which senses whatever your controller is. You have to possess the character in order to use that one. I have a controller sensor over here on the board, which you do not have to possess the board to activate. It's just constantly active. That's how I'm having it be. You can control some of the board's movements while also controlling the player character. You possess the player character because that's the intended way to play this game, and then you sort of remotely control some of the board's features. This stuff is all sort of beyond me. This is about how you control the player character, and it's about the animations of the character and everything, and sort of some of its abilities. This is not active because this is follow behavior. This is to have the things if you aren't controlling it, it follows the one you are controlling. But I don't want that, so it's irrelevant. This is all sort of features of the thing that's built in. And there's a speed power up and a double jump power up, but I don't actually use those for this level because I'm using the physics of the board instead. Um, the only thing that's important to note over here is that when you take control of this, it gets a tag that says possessed puppet, I believe. And then over here, that's why there's this thing here that says follower possessed puppet. And what this does is it makes the board follow that tag, which is at the feet of this. And the tag, the place that's following it is the center of this board. So the center of this board is attracted to the feet of that puppet whenever this is active. Now, this is active under two circumstances. One, you have to be pressing a button, which is R1.
Instruments.
Oh, geez, I missed that again. You have to be pressing a button, which is R1 for me. How work instruments? Various ways. Some of them have vibrating strings. Some of them you blow through to create wind. This thing is active under two circumstances. One is you have to be pressing the R1 button, and also it has to be able to see the tag, which means you have to be controlling this. So if you're controlling this and pressing the R1 button, then the board comes to you. And that's how I've created that's how I've created this feature where you can kind of call it and it shows up under your feet. And also, as a side effect of that, and this is sort of the entire idea behind the level, as a side effect of that, if you're holding the R1 button while you're on it and you walk to one side, the center is drawn to you, which causes it to move in that direction. And that's sort of the premise. That's the weird side effect physics thing that I'm trying to base this entire level around. And that's pretty much the main way the board works. There is a couple other things though. The board has a controller, which is not only to detect when you're pressing R1, but it also uses R2 and L2 to tilt and turn the board. So I haven't been using that much because I've been trying to figure out how to get the following to work well. But I can manually turn and tilt the board like this by pressing the R2 and L2 buttons, and it's a little wonky. I was trying to make it look like you were tilting and catching the air and sort of turning as a result of that. It didn't come out exactly as I intended, but I kind of gave up on that, to be honest. Making it look nice. It works, and that's all that matters. So I can move the board forward like this, and then I can turn right towards the side and go this way, or I can turn left and follow that path. I fell off of it, so it killed me, but you get the point. I can tilt it or turn it away. It automatically rises as long as I'm holding the R1 button, because it's technically drawn to just above my feet, which means it's constantly trying to go a little bit higher, and because I'm on top of it, it's
Your
still
board
going
is
up.
not worthy.
Oh boy, what is that? We're gonna see that. Your board is not worthy. Yeah, it's not great right now. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh well. If I go to editor mode, I can reset. So I'm trying to make this deliberately stupidly programmed because I want the side effects of it to be sort of part of the gameplay. It's something I did back in Little Big Planet. I never built a full level around it just because I was bad at level design, but I had some logic going that made a really cool hoverboard that used similar rationale to this. And yeah. Is there anything else? There's a gyroscope on here which activates whenever you're not tilting the board, which causes it to automatically restabilize once you stop pressing the tilting button. But that's not really that interesting. Yeah, that's how everything I've built so far works. It's not as magical as it seems. It's just a lot of bullshit. But that was my intention, was to create something that's just a weird physics anomaly that you can maybe make into a level. And so I've sort of done that. Now I think what I need to do is I need to make this board look nicer. I'm going to go for sort of a sci-fi aesthetic. I played a game a long time ago on the PlayStation I think is what it was called at the time. It was before the Move, I believe. It was the PS2. They had a motion control thing on the PS2. I played a game that was a hoverboarding game, and it was like the precursor to VR because you would like lean and it would cause your character to turn and stuff. It was pretty neat, and that's kind of the vibe I want to go with, sort of the dark neon cyberpunk look. And I think I'm just gonna like make a. I'm probably gonna start next time by making like a playground to mess around in. Let's see. Did I make any important changes to this character? Not really, did I? I thought I did when I had the controller thing causing it to follow the board, but I ended up removing that. So I don't think I actually changed this character model at all, just the board. So what I can do right now, bear with me, I'm about to do something that looks scary.
I need to go by It's Been Good.
I need to go by its what? We're gonna check on that real quick. Oh, okay. Bye. See you later. I'm ending the stream anyway. If you see me next time, I'm playing this. I'll probably be playing Spider-Man instead, but if you see me next time playing this, I'm probably going to be designing a bit of a playground to test this out. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove everything that is in this level other than the board, and I'm going to center the board and then save it as an object. And then I'm going to try and make something as sort of the hoverboard Mark 1, and I'm going to try and make a test level around it, and I can tweak this later. And add sort of features. I definitely want to add a trick system, which is still going to be physics-based, which is going to be bullshit. The idea will be basically while you're moving, you jump, and then you can sort of control the board beneath you and get it to like flip and do some spins and sort of like, sort of alley-oop, sort of do some little board tricks. We'll see how that goes. That's sort of a next time thing. I'm done for now. I think I got at least the basic motion controls working the way I want. I wish it could be faster, but if I make the board move faster on its own, then the player gets left behind. If I make the player attracted to it to fix that, then the player gets stuck in the board, which is an issue. And if I make the board follow the player with less dampening, it makes it move faster, but it also causes more issues when I try to summon the board. So I think right now this is as best as I'm going to get it. I can tweak it later, but we'll see. So let's save this. I want to save a version of it specifically. It should be fine just saving it to my PS4. I'm not going to release it. I guess I could. No, because I removed the player character, so you couldn't even test it out. Okay. Version notes. This is v1.0. Actually, it's more like 0.5 or something. Let's call it 0.1 because that's the technical correct way to call that. Version 0.1. This is basic movement controls. Basic movement working. More features and tweaking needed. So there we go. And what's neat about this is it's all self-contained to the board, so you can put any player model, as long as it's small enough to stand on the board, on this board, and it should work, theoretically. So that's that. We're going to actually change the name of it, I think. Oh, or we can't. Okay, good to know. Asset creation. I guess it's sort of an action-based asset. There is a controller sensor on it, I suppose. Sort of, yeah, it's a science fiction concept. That's probably enough tags. Yeah. So that's all. Actually, let's see if I can change the category. I guess it's a showcase. Yeah. It's not really a showcase, it's an asset, but that's fine. Okay. So now I believe, let me just double check, before I sign off, let me just double check to make sure this is working right? So if I want to create an element, or create a scene, can I bring in my creation from here? Shit. I cannot. Where is it? How do I make it like that, where I can go, where I can do that? How do I... Huh. How do I make it considered an asset? I might have fucked this up by making it not considered an asset to begin with. Shit. Uh-oh. I may have to recreate this in the future. How do I create something that's an asset? I'm not seeing... If I hit new element or scene, it doesn't ask me, it just brings me right to this. Okay, from here, if I hit save... Damn it. I can't bring it into... Okay, damn it. Well, next time I guess I'll be recreating this as an actual element. Hopefully, it's not too hard to do. Thanks for watching and stay interesting.